Well, that's the world number one. One of the finest that we've seen. And she goes up, next, talking specifically about Suning Shah, especially called by her fans lovingly as Shasha. Now, let's not forget that it's been such a, ride for her, such a journey in the world of world table tennis. And you did hear that the moment she got onto, into the arena, just the cry from the crowd, and really, really very interesting. So head to head, Suning Shah leads 2 games to 1 over Chen Yi. World ranking of 1 for Suning Shah. Chen Yi ranked 8th. Career success rate 89% win loss for Suning Shah, and 82% for Chen Yi. Now let's not forget that these two have played each other very often. They also spar with each other. They're two very different styles of play. Having said that, it's going to be interesting to see, well, how this really pans out. So we will get into the nitty-gritties as well as, run you through all the bits and bobs.
We have blue and red.
Toss.
Red. Which side?
So interesting here to see how well this is going to pan out. Suning Shah, of course, as we do know, does have a near perfect game, but Chen Yi, 21 years old, world ranking of 8. She's a right-handed player. It's been very interesting the way that she's, and here's how she got here. Defeated Hina Hayata 3-1, Tanzao Yun 3 love, Honoka Hashimoto, 3-1. She's had a very, very interesting one. She fell to Honoka Hashimoto 3-1, but it's an interesting one to be, kind of see how she's going to progress. Hashimoto, of course, was up against Jimmy Lin earlier in the day. Suning Shah, 25 years old, world number one, a right-handed shake-hand grip. Near perfect player in every sense in terms of a shot selection. And she faced Kim Ne-yong, Tensa Zarmanika Batra, and Ye Tian, and she won all those 4 games. So while Chen Yi did drop a game to Japan's Honoka Hashimoto, well, it's been a very, very clean slate for Suning Shah. Possesses speed, possesses a good amount of, creative shots to dig from. Daniel Delaniana is our main umpire, and, he's from the Philippines. Assisting him is Pei Wei Min, who is the assistant umpire, and he comes from China. So, he is from China. The tournament's been played here. So 2 different playing styles, that we are going to talk about as well as we get through it.
Chen Yi versus Suning Shah. First game. Chen Yi to serve, Lavol.
First game, and Chen Yi will serve. Suning Shah, of course, the reigning Olympic gold medalist in mixed doubles, world number 1 in women's singles.
Love 1.
With this open point there, quick flick of the backhand to get it started.
2 love.
It's just forcing those errors here from her opponent very early on. There's not too much of a age gap between these two if you think about it. Yingsha is 25, and well, Chenny is 21. They're both top 10 players. Yingsha, of course, at number 1, Chenny at number 8.
Two, 1.
And Chenny just they're trying to return that favor. Well, when they played in 2015 in the ITTF Junior Circuit, Golden China Junior Cadet Open in Taichung, it was Yingsha that won 3 love, but in the United States Smash 2025, it was Chenny that dominated and won 3-1.
Two, all.
Nice flick there from Chenny this time. So just restores her point score on the scorecard. The Yingsha, of course, did get her own back when she came back, of course, with a win in the 2025 Europe Smash Sweden semi-final.
3, 2.
And she won that 4-1. So in 2025, it was 1 game apiece to these ladies. Let's find out what happens today. Big stakes here.
3, all.
The Chenny just dragging that away from the table. 2 all currently. It's a very, very interesting equation when you think about it, that these two have faced each other. They do have a very similar, well, I wouldn't say mindset, but shot selection sometimes is almost similar. You're looking at a different Chenny playing here than the one who played against the Choppers in the past.
Let 3, all.
480, with 429 wins for Yingsha, 334 to 406 for Chenny.
4, 3.
Which is why she's got an 82% win-loss record as compared to Yingsha's 89%.
Four, all.
And a very different approach. Yingsha, well, a little, power-packed bundle. Chenny, a little taller, lankier. The approach does differ.
4, 5.
Wanted to finish that off soon, and I think both paddlers really aiming to, win on that return of serve rather than extend it into a rally. Well, so far it's been real short strokes for us.
Let 4, 5. Six, 4.
The two field neither has really opened up.
Seven, 4.
7-4, Yingsha leads.
Four, 8.
The 4-8 now. Yingsha. Their pet name, the Little Devil, for aggressive style. Joined the national team in 2017, multi-time world champion. Long reigning world #1, known for her incredible speed and consistency. She's an extremely focused player.
Four, 9.
Well, you want to bring the moves on. You want to try and do that best without making a mistake. And I think Chen Yi just faltering a little bit here. And Sun Yingsha now 2 points away from game point. And that's a dangerous position to keep the world number one at. I do remember 2024, she did have a statement that said she wanted to become a big devil.
10-4.
And she definitely meant by that to be the most, fastest and aggressive player. Well, clean sweep for on the first game. Yingsha takes it 11-4. Let's not forget, well, there's so much to talk about this young lady and her exploits and what she's brought to the world of table tennis. But not making any mistakes here. Well, kept her serve together and it wanted to finish that off quickly on that return. Third stroke finish. And first game, of course, in favor of Sun Yingsha as she wins it 11-4. Stay with us.
Time.
On to the second game.
Second
Just
game.
to look at these two
Serve
players.
to serve.
Now we've got to do that for the game.
Love all.
Sun Yingsha, born in 2000, came from a very humble family. The folks worked with the civil service. She's a native of Shijiazhuang, Hebei.
1-love.
That's opening points here for Sun Yingsha. Mother used to take her to, well, play table tennis when she was 5 to the center, hoping that she would get a bit of exercise. Unexpectedly, she fell in love with table tennis. Good for us.
Love
But that's
2.
a fine way to go. It's just increasing the acceleration whenever she can, and Chen Yi just caught by surprise. Apparently, back in the day, Sun Yingsha would go play table tennis, play against the lads, go home, and even practice against the wall. She didn't have to be motivated. She already had it in her. Chen Yi to serve at love 2.
Love 3.
That's going to be another point in the bag here for the wall number 1. Apparently, at the center, before she turned 10, there was no one who could actually beat her. She got that far ahead. And by the age of 10, she was selected for the Hebei provincial team. Started her career as a professional athlete.
4-love.
That's put out of the table. Apparently, away from the arena, a very simple goal. She's fairly reserved, has her own close friends. And very grounded, very humble, doesn't let anything get ahead of her. She used to be called Old Sun because of her maturity. Old Sun, sorry, at the age of 10.
4-1.
And Chen Yi, well, puts the first points on the board for herself in that, in the second game. And for all those that have ever wondered who is her table tennis idol, it's, well, Zhang Yining, the iconic player, paddler.
4.
Well, Chani does well to win this rally. Good change of direction. Lovely footwork from both paddlers here. Absolutely marvelous play. So it's 2-4 now.
Three, 4.
And I think Chani just now opening up a little bit. Started off from the back foot in this second game. But I do like her playing style. She's got excellent temperament. She's not intimidated by, well, ranking or anything. She'll just play.
Four all.
They wanted to finish that, dragging that away from the surface. Of course, we're entirely in control of that return, but it's 4-all.
Five, 4.
Not too impressed with the return here, Yingsha. Good serve from, Chani. It's a good serve from Yingsha. You remember in Macau 2024 when she won the World Championships and, well, Ma Long won the championships that year. And, you know, when they were given their trophies and, well, just like the girl next door, she removed her phone and took a selfie of the two of them together holding their trophies.
4, 6.
Oh, excellent play now picking up the speed. This is what both these paddlers are known for. They can, of course, have those really quick fire returns. Lovely backhand there. Just a tad bit more of acceleration on that, generating a bit more spin. I think Chani acknowledging that she failed to read that one, but also the brilliance of the return.
Net 4, 6.
Nice
7.
Didn't waste too long with that. Knew which way she was going to go, and that's one of the reasons why she is such a star player. She's got pinpoint accuracy. Knows exactly where she wants to put the ball every time she needs to come up with a winner.
Seven,
This
5.
time Chani will hold her own. So it's 7-5. So this second game in the quarterfinals building up to be quite an interesting one. Chani, on the other hand, we haven't spoken about her. Born in 2004, trained at the China Table Tennis College since 2013. Career best top 10 world ranking in 2025 and a silver medal at the WTT USA Grand Smash. That included beating champion Yingsha in 2025.
Six,
Well played
7.
here. Absolutely well played. Controlled that rally, actually, Chani. In 2019, she had a full house, 5 titles at the Italian Junior and Cadet Open. She's a Hangzhou native.
Six, 8.
Well, 8-6. Don't forget that Chani's, well, ticket to the top 10 world rankings was after she defeated top-ranked Yingsha for the US Smash. The Yingsha was really her ticket to that top 10 ranking. And it's interesting to see the two of them battle it out here today. Chinese serves at 6-8.
7-8.
So Yingsha was just trying to, well, end the conversation rather quickly. And I do believe Chen Yi is taking the benefit of that. Let's talk about quick fire returns. 9-7 now for Yingsha, 2 points away from game point. Much better from Chen Yi in this second game, though. Just kind of tried and, match the world number one. Well, pretty much move for move. And 10-7 game point again. If you look back at the previous time that Chen Yi did win her match against Yingsha in 2025, it was a 9-11, 11-7, 5-11, 9-11 score. It was a 4-game decider, but in the Europe Smash it was a 5-game decider, which Yingsha won for 1.
8-10.
So Chen Yi fighting back.
The
9-10, looking to push that to deuce right here. The world number 8. It's certainly looking like a battle here. What started off as a dominating bit of play from Yingsha, and now Chen Yi just fighting back as best as she can.
Game 2.
11-9, and Yingsha, puts an end to this conversation in the second game as she leads 2 games to 1. It is 11-4, 11-9. Well, stay with us as we continue with the first quarterfinal here on Table 1.
Time. Third game, Chen to serve, Lavol.
So on to the, third game now, and this is one where Chen Yi has got to fight back. She will serve.
Let love all. One
Well, net, of
love.
course, just proving to be a bit of an obstacle. Have to read that bounce most often, unless it just kind of tips or skims the top of the net. So, opening points here for Chen Yu. So they play 1-all. She pretty much read that very well here, Yingsha, making sure that she got the direction right. And that change, well, so important, just putting it out of reach for her opponent once again. 1-all now.
Two, one.
2-1.
One, three.
So 1-3. I do believe that Yingsha will try and dominate this. She would not want to let this game get out of hand. She's very keen on finishing what she started.
Two, three.
Well, misguided that one. Yingsha, I think just a tad bit impulsive, was trying to get it within, well, the line on the table. Well, mistakes will happen with everybody. It's nothing new. So 2-3. Nice return there. Lovely backhand flick once again. 1-2. So, of course, an error from her opponent. And just watch that. A very, very commanding shot. Knew what she was going to do. And that's what happens with top 10 players. You aren't just playing against the skill, but you're also playing against the mindset and the speed of thought of that particular paddler.
Four, three.
Not impressed with herself there, but it's going to be an interesting one here. I think Yingsha just kind of amused yet disappointed with her own well play. It does express it sometimes.
Four, all.
So that's another point in the bag for Chen Yu as she goes up to 4. It's now 4-all. So much closer the contest in the second and, well, now in the third game as well. And I think that is what is so required.
Four, five.
This time, Yingsha will claim the point.
Five, all. Six, five.
The 6-5. It's really turning out to be a close battle here. Both paddlers really looking to exploit well, whatever weak loopholes that they can spot with the other.
Six all.
That is an excellent, an excellent bit of play here from Chen Yi. We'll just put it a tad bit too far for Sun Yingsha. Just out of reach, and I think that was the plan. So it's 6-all as Chen Yi serves.
Seven, six.
And can't bring on all the speed when she needs to. As she leads 7-6. What a year it was for her, 2019. When you look back, the breakthrough into the world of table tennis, getting the junior girls singles, cadets girls singles, junior girls team, cadet girls team, and junior girls doubles at the ITTF Italian Junior and Cadet Open. 5 titles. Excellent
6-8.
ability to return back, go toe-to-toe with some of the finest. Don't forget, she's still only 21. And currently it's, well, 6-8. Sun Yingsha to serve.
Six,
Well,
nine.
just generating a little bit of side spin to begin with. Chen Yi. I knew she was going to, well, use that rather than go for a quick power finish. Now leads by 3 points.
Ten, six.
And that's game point for the first time in this knockout for, well, Chen Yi. And if you're thinking that this is, well, just another speedy rally, well, that's the way these, well, two paddlers normally would have been sparring with each other during training sessions.
11-6.
Especially when you have team events. For Chen Yi will take the third game. The 11-6. It's not over yet as, well, Sun Yingsha leads 2-1, but Chen Yi fighting back. Well, we want to see a contest in front of us, and that's exactly what we're being treated to today. And if you wonder, you know, where our Sun Yingsha, well, leads 11-4, 11-9, 6-11, with Chen Yi winning the third game. And, well, both paddlers are from China, so you aren't going to see any coach around there. It's every, well, paddler for themselves. And that's going to happen with the men's as well. And that's the interesting part. You're left to your own, well, judgment, your own decision-making, especially when you're facing a teammate. Stay with us.
Time. Fourth game, Sun to serve, Laval.
It's over to the fourth game now, and just to keep you in the loop, remember, well, the quarterfinals are being played today in the morning session. Tomorrow it'll be the semifinals, and then, the third and fourth place games, followed by the finals in the evening.
One love.
The positive start here for the world number one. And also the defending champion. No, sorry, not the defending champion is Wang Man Yu. She was a silver medalist, so Yingsha last year.
One love.
She'll be very eager to claim the title, well, this year.
Love two.
Decent serve there from Yingsha. So love two this time as Sun Yi will look to open her account in this game.
Love three.
That is a good bit of acceleration in that finish. Just opened up in the racket. You can see that body movement in there. Well played. World number one is changing her gear, well, in this anti-gameplay, of course, in this fourth game.
Five love.
5 straight points here to Yingsha. And, well, you can't take a timeout, but normally timeouts like this, you spend time with yourself to rethink your strategy.
Love six.
Let's make that 6 points. Yingsha just, we're trying to, well, keep this game pretty much as a one-sided affair. But don't forget, she's up against an opponent that she has, well, fallen to previously. It's love 6 as Jenny serves.
One
Nicely done
six.
to open her account on the scoreboard here. It's 1-6 now. And that's so required in an event like this.
7-1.
It's 7-1. It's one of those, well, results, or one of those events that we're so used to every time. When Yingsha loses a game, she always comes back a lot stronger. She always tends to shift gear and change lanes.
8-1.
That service, absolutely marvelous service here from the world number one. It's now 8-1. The last year silver medalist, Yingsha. She's got her eyes on the gold this time. There's no doubt about it.
One, 9.
Was ready for the serve that return. Well, serve and finish rather than serve and volley. I think Yingsha leads by 8 points. Jenny to serve.
1-10.
And I don't think it's going too well for the world number 8. 1-10 now at match point. Or game point, sorry.
10-2.
The 10-2. And I feel like the way Jenny is fighting back. No mistakes here from her this time around.
Four, 10.
4-10. There are a few straight points here for the 21-year-old. Needed to finish that off soon, and that's exactly what she did. Well, just a quick flick to end things here in this game. It was proving to be a bit of a tough, a start to begin with. That's how it all panned out. Well, that quick fire return, just doing it a couple of times. She's done it before. And she's won on that very, very same return. So as it stands currently, it's 3-1. Remember, we're playing a best of 7. So 11-4, 11-9 to begin with. And then, of course, you've got, well, Chenyi, who won the third game, Suningsha claiming the next run, which means after 4 games, it's going to be interesting to see how the last game pans out. How the 5th game pans out. Will Chenyi get back into it, or will Suningsha claim the next game? We'll wait for this to find out.
Fifth game, Chen to serve, love all.
On to the 5th game, and let's find out how Chenyi, well, battles this out. Started honing her skills way back in 2010. She's come a long way in the last 16 years.
Love 1.
Just bit of a stumble there in the first few points.
One all.
The 1-all. I do remember when Chenyi was playing Hanoka Hashimoto, and one of the things that did bother her a lot was that constant chopping. She's one of those paddlers who does rely on patient play, but more so with speed. And tried some rallies like this, pretty much like her opponent. It's now 1-2. Well played here. Well, did have to create a good bit of distance from the table to control that.
Three, 1.
And although she seems fairly taller, she's very, very agile. Chenyi. She does like quick fire returns, and just like Suningsha, does possess a very strong all-round game. Does not, rely on explosive play, and that's the real important part.
4-1.
Well, knew she was going to do that well, so she leads 4-1. Well played here. The 21-year-old now beginning to dig deep. Because she knows she's got to come up with whatever she's got in her arsenal to, create opportunities.
1-5.
That would be the right way to go. It's now 1-5. Yingsha also going through the motions. Remember, she's a paddler that does know her opponent's strength.
Two, 5.
Well, it's a bit of a change here from Yingsha. Don't forget that these paddlers are playing their second game of the day. They played the morning session and they're back here in the evening. It's not going to be that easy. It's the same for the semifinals and the finals, or third and fourth place games. So that's perfection at its best. Yingsha totally controlling that. If you looked at the footwork, did not move too much from the center. Well, pretty much knew which way she was going to go. And then that last jab right towards the end, flicked it. And a backhand sometimes can be so very strong. Just got that rapid fire backhand. And then can change it to those execution style forehand shots.
5-4.
5-4. Jenny will have to probably, just do a little bit of take a step back.
I'm out.
Figure out that she was going so well there in the first few points of this game. And a timeout being taken by Chenny. Stay with us as Chenny, of course, does introspect and gather her thoughts. She will have a game plan in mind when she comes back, because she's just lost a whole lot of points at a stretch, and that's the reason why she would want to change that around.
Time.
So you need to put your thinking cap on at the right time. And those timeouts will stand just as always, but keep in mind the fact that there's no coaches around to consult.
Four, 6.
And Chenny, I think that timeout's done well for her.
Five, 6.
Yingsha stepping back in here. Now 5-6.
Six all.
But she does want to create those opportunities to get a finishing move every now and then. That's exactly what she was intending here. Chen Yi almost being able to return that. Just falling shy of it.
Let 6 all. Six, 7.
The 6-7 here. Yingsha, of course, knows that she's got to pull out the best from her, well, bag of skill. Because Chen Yi is fighting back.
8-6.
8-6 now.
Nine, 6.
Let's make that 9-6. Remember, whoever wins 4 games first in the quarterfinals, well, will move to the penultimate stage, which is the last 4.
Six, 10.
And that's straight out of the table. Match point here for Yingsha. Chen Yi to serve and to, well, save, well, this game and stay in the contest.
Eleven, 6.
And
Game
that's
and
pretty
match
much
to
unadjusted.
Yingsha.
Well,
4-1.
advances to the semi-finals. She's been here before, but remember last year she missed out in the goal to Wang Manyu, but she's staying on course to change that around in 2026. What an event this was. A 7-game, well, matchup between world number 1 Yingsha and world number 8 Chen Yi. And it is world number 1 who's stay on course. And here we go with the last bit. Chen Yi, well, with the serve. And lovely return there from Yingsha. And then, of course, again, that quick fire, well, backhand of hers. That backhand is just, that's outstanding. So just to give you the final, well, score, well, in this matchup, it is Yingsha who wins 11-4, 11-9, 6-11, 11-4, 11-6 as she caps it off with a 4-1 victory. So the first quarterfinal on table 1 is done. And up next, it's going to be the world number 1 in the men's coming on board. We will leave you with the highlights of this wonderful matchup, and we're sure to see, Chen Yi back again another day. But for now, right here in the ITTF ATTU Asian Cup Haiko 2026, it's the highlights of the quarterfinal between Yingsha and Chen Yi. Well, I do believe that Yingsha is actually going to say a few words first, and I think it's going to be especially, well, to the interviewer as well as to the fans.
恭喜莎莎 晋级女单4强，这场队内对决打得非常精彩。你怎么评价今天的比赛和自己的表现 ？Congratulations to Sasha on advancing to women's singles semifinals. This intra-team matchup was incredibly exciting. How do you evaluate today's match and your own performance?
觉得其实整体来说，上来的这种专注，包括调动还是非常不错的。因为跟陈毅也非常熟悉，而且他也是一名非常年轻的选手，其实在近1年多有很大的进步。所以说，在面对今天的这场比赛来说，自己也是，放下包袱，然后全力以赴去拼吧。我觉得整体的这种发挥跟调动，我觉得要比早上要好了很多。
Overall speaking, I was actually staying quite focused and mobilized and very familiar with my opponent Chen Yi. She's a very young player, and during the past 1 year, she has made great progress. So for today's match, I was quite released and has gone no out. And compared to this morning, I believe I'm playing better.
这2天赛程节奏比较紧凑，接下来你会如何调整状态，备战明天的比赛 ？The competition schedule has been quite intense over the past couple of days. How will you adjust your condition to prepare for tomorrow's match?
我觉得首先还是回去好好休息吧，然后把今天2场比赛还是要去做一个这种短暂的总结吧，然后把不好的问题，包括好的问题，及时还是要去总结出来。因为我相信明天也是最后一天的赛程，其实随着比赛的进程来说，这种对抗包括选手实力都会越来越强，所以说其实水平也都在伯仲之间吧，还是希望自己全力以赴去打好每一场比赛。
Well, first of all, I would like to take a very good break, and I would like to take an immediate summarization of the 2 matches for today. I would like to summarize in a timely manner the good things that I've done for today. So tomorrow it will be the last day of this tournament. I believe that with the progress of the matches, we're going to face stronger opponents. So for me, I guess that would be staying focused on the matches and also being on out.
所以再次恭喜莎莎晋级女单4强，谢谢 ，Congratulations。
Let's warmly welcome